Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and today we are going to do another MLA citation tutorial. And today we're going to be working with personal interviews. And these are interviews that you would conduct in person or over the phone, and you are interviewing a grandparent or somebody famous if you're lucky, but you're going to be interviewing somebody, and this is how you would cite it. So I'm already on my Purdue OWL website, and I am going to scroll down here, and I'm going to see if I can get this cited for me. And as you can see, it is not on our drop-down box, so we're going to have to cite this manually. And if you're like, oh gosh, I can't remember how to do that, remember at the very top is a little, and I know it's hard to see on this one, there's a little magnifying glass, and it's right at the very top of the OWL Purdue. And that's where you can find anything. So if you're like, oh, I can't remember how to cite a book, or I can't remember how to cite a magazine, you can always go on to the little, use the little magnifying glass to help find what you need. So today is going to be a personal interview. So we're going to put interview, and we're going to put MLA, and we're just going to search for it, hit our enter key, and see what we come up with. And we have a website right here we can go to. When I click on it, it tells us right here how to cite a personal interview. And that's what we're going to be doing today. This is also on your Google Classroom. I have copied and pasted it on there so you have a reference to see how to do it and how to set it up. So personal interviews are pretty easy, but they're really necessary, especially if you are going to interview somebody, for a paper or, whatever you may be doing. So remember, this is going to be turned in using your Google Docs, and I have my paper right here. Remember, center it. Make sure it is Times New Roman. Make sure it is 12-point font, and you are going to put works cited. Remember too, it's works, W-O-R-K-S. A lot of people are leaving off that S, and a lot of people are getting points taken away for that. And also remember, the W is capitalized and the C is capitalized. People are getting points taken off for that. So those are easy points that you can have. Just make sure you are doing it correctly. So just pay attention to your typing. Yes, works cited always has to be centered, but then of course you want to realign your cursor to the left to start your interview, MLA citation. So you can do whoever you want. You can interview whoever you want. You can pretend to interview whoever you want. You don't really have to interview them. And I thought it'd be fun. I'm going to do somebody famous, and I'm going to do Taylor Swift. So I'm going to pretend that she called me up and I interviewed her. And this is how you would set up the citation if you interviewed either your grandparents or somebody famous or whoever it is. So the first thing you do, and if you remember, and you can always refer back to your MLA citation website there. But if you remember, the first thing you need is who you interviewed, the person of the name of who you interviewed. So I'm going to interview Taylor Swift. So it's always remember last name first, first name last, and there's a period there. Then you're just going to put what you did, which is a personal interview, because you personally interviewed them. With a period. Don't forget, the P needs to be capitalized for personal because it's the start of a new phrase of that citation, but interview does not, and there's a period after that. And then you talk about the day you interviewed them. So we're just going to say 12. So I interviewed her on the 12th of January of 2021. And remember, the way MLA citation does it, you always do the day, the month, then the year. And you're going to notice it is not double spaced. So I'm just going to come up here to works cited. I'm just going to double space it. And that is your personal interview. And all you have to do is cite somebody. It can be whoever you want. It could be a brother, a sister, somebody famous like I did. And you can just send that right in to me. So that is how you do a personal interview in MLA Citation. I will see you next week for another one. Bye.